Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Carmen Bryant. This is Car Chronicles. You guys ready? Let's do this. This morning I was listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes, and he said something that was very profound, and I wanted to come and repeat what he said because I want you guys to think for a minute some of the frustrations that you're going through. What he said is frustration is a sign of investment. You don't get frustrated in something that you have not invested in. Think about it. If you haven't invested in a specific car, if you haven't invested in something, you're not going to get frustrated. It won't matter to you. That's what he said. And wherever there is an investment comes frustration because you have an expectation. So investment creates expectation. Now take that he said and apply it to your situation. Most of us have invested in something, which was the narcissist and the illusion of a relationship, the illusion that they presented before us. So we invested in that narcissist. We invested our time, our energy, our life into this narcissist. And we became frustrated because we had an expectation. And that expectation was not met. Not only was the expectation not met, but the frustration is the fact that you also found out that the investment was a bad investment. Most of us that have invested in a narcissist did not do enough research, did not wait long enough, or ignored the red flags that came along with a poor investment. That was a bad investment. And it's up until now. Now, hindsight is 20/20. So now we are realizing that what we invested in was a bad investment. Now, true enough, we've been blessed with beautiful children, certain benefits that we ended up getting, leaving out of the situation. But, our children was a product of this situationship or this entanglement, as we've heard before, and we've got children. So that was the blessing that came out of it, but we realized that it was a bad investment. And because the investment was so bad, the outcome from that investment, because we did not do research, we did not wait long enough, we turned a blind eye to red flags. We were naive. And one of the things that happens is we walk around with this guilt. We have this guilt because of the fact that we made a bad decision. And you're looking back at your life and you're thinking to yourself, with this bad investment, this bad choice that we made, and I know some of you are thinking, but I didn't know. You're right. Because it was like a salesman. A salesman is going to sell their product, even if they have to lie about it. And a narcissist is a great salesperson. They're going to sell you your own eyebrows off your face. A narcissist is going to present a product, present a lie, present an illusion to make you think it is reality. And so you invest in that. You choose, some of you men have made a choice. This is the person that I'm going to live the rest of my life with. I'm going to do this. I'm going to invest my life in this. Your money, your finances, your time. And when you walk out of it, you realize that it's just like the stock market. The stock market has crashed. You lost your money. You lost your time. There's a lot of stuff that you put into this situationship and you lost it. I lost a beautiful home, 2 of them, beautiful car, but that's okay. Because in the end, now I'm a believer. You guys know I'm a believer. In the end, God restored what I lost and gave me my own, which is better than what I had in the first place. And along with that came peace. And because I have peace in my heart now, I have peace. Most of you guys, when you finally find that peace, you'll become a happier person. You won't be so disgruntled and frustrated. But just like he said, frustration is evidence, is a sign of an investment. You made an investment and now you're frustrated because with that investment came expectation. And you had an expectation of something that was never going to change. You had an expectation of a product that is not going to produce. A narcissist will never produce high results. A narcissist is never going to yield, the maximum that they can yield, because the narcissist is a complete lie. Their life is a lie. What they present to you is a lie. It's almost like fraud. They presented something, it was fraudulent, and you invested in something that was fraudulent. You invested, it's like investing, it's not the timeshares, but there's companies that are taking people's money, and in the end they put all their monies into these investment, only to find out that they shut down these fake banks. They fly you out to these places, but they shut down these banks, and you lose all your money because they've stolen all your money. It was a poor investment, and sometimes you did not pick up on the red flags. You put your eggs all in one basket, and then that narcissist dropped those eggs. That narcissist took all your money. They shut down camp. They shut down these fraudulent bank accounts, and it's just this is just an analogy. But you invested in something that brought poor yield. You invested in something that never existed. You invested in something that was a mirage, an illusion. I don't know what happened. I was just having a whole conversation. I don't know how much you guys got, but let me just repeat what I just said. When you start dating a narcissist, well, when they are honing in on you and they're love bombing you and they have idolized you, what has happened is they present to you an illusion, a lie. They present to you the attributes of the last supply because they don't have their own personality. And they're pieces and parts of people. And so they present to you the good attributes that they like about the old supply, that they dog the old supply about, that they present that to you. And it's like a hook. It's like a carrot that they dangle, and you bite that carrot. And once you bite that carrot and they pull you into their bubble, they pull you into their sphere, what ends up happening is they begin to mirror you. So they presented something to you that you're just crazy about. In actuality, you fell in love with the old supply. Then once you fell in love with the old supply because you really like their attributes, you really like them. You don't even realize that that's what you really like. Then they begin to mirror you. So then you don't realize you're seeing your positive attributes. You're seeing all the great things about yourself because they're presenting it back to you. They're presenting your attributes back to you. And so what you think negatively of yourself really is a positive thing because you fell in love with yourself, once they mirrored you. And the thing about it is that you will always chase that high. You're always chasing, but I've seen what they could be. And I wish they would go back to where they were. They never were what they presented to you. That was their calling card. That was the illusion that they set up for you. That was the magician's greatest trick, was to trick you into believing to invest in this investment. Because look at these houses and oceanfront and this car and everything. And once you invest all your money, it disappears. So what that narcissist presented to you, it disappeared. It never existed. So you're chasing behind an illusion. You're chasing behind something that you'll never get because it never existed. And it takes a long time, and it's very hard for the narcissist to maintain that. That's why that mask keeps falling off. You guys remember Men in Black? Remember that alien that looked like a roach, but that alien jumped into that man and he would walk around with his head all crooked and he kept ticking because he was trying to keep the alien in that body, in that skin? Well, that's what a narcissist is like. It takes everything for them to maintain this illusion. And it's hard for them to keep playing this role that they can't remember what they said. That's why they gaslight a lot, because sometimes they forget what they've said anyway. You're giving them back the information. They're gaslighting you. I didn't say that. You're a lie. You're confused. A lot of times they can't even remember what they said because they have a lie that they have to maintain. So they have this illusion that they have to keep up because of the fact that this is what they presented to you. And you're constantly running after that, chasing after that, while they're struggling to maintain this illusion that they presented to you and to the people around them. Sometimes they even forget the role that they're playing with everybody else while their masks slip because they can't recall what they just said. When you lie, you have to keep up with a lie. When you're lying to a lot of people, it's hard to keep up with a lie, because you got to remember what you lied about. That's why it's easy to gaslight, because half the time they can't even remember. And then if they do remember, they just like to do crazy making. So it still makes it look like it's on you. But listen, I repeat again, frustration is a sign that there is an investment. And in the investment, when you have an investment, investments create expectations. That's Bishop T.D. Jakes. And that is proof that you have invested in something, because now you're totally frustrated. You're frustrated with the situation. You're frustrated with the situationship, the relationship, the situationship, because you invested. And some of you did not do your research. Some of you jumped in too quick. Some of you fell for the okie doke, like the young people say. Some of you fell for the illusion, what was presented before you. You didn't wait long enough You didn't wait long enough to see whether that mask was going to fall. You didn't wait long enough to see if what they are presenting is there's truth behind it. Some of you did not wait because you were desperate. You were desperate to be in a relationship. You were desperate to be seen. Society tells a lot of us women that when we're a certain age, if you have a job, if you have a business, if you're beautiful, if you're smart, and you're a certain age and you don't have anybody, what's wrong with you? What's right with us? Same with you men. What's right with you? Not what's wrong with you.